Gardner-Webb coach Trey Lamb, the team coming off a 45-44 overtime victory to stay one loss in the Big South OVC Association play this week. Return home to where he played quarterback, Tennessee Tech in Cookeville. So, Coach, just some thoughts on your team, and we'll go to some questions.
Yeah, Saturday could not have gone any better for us and with our game, and then what happened across the league with Charleston Southern beating Tennessee State and Robert Morris being SEMO. So we're back somehow controlling our own destiny. So we win the last two, we're in, and we know that we're blessed and thankful that happened. First of all, it's a great comeback victory for us. We took the lead, 24-10 at the half and came out and gave up, surrendered 28 unanswered from Bryant. I'll tell you this, Coach Merritt is a heck of a football coach, and he's doing a lot with what he has. And I got a lot of respect for him. I think Zevi Eckhouse, the quarterback, is the best player in this conference. I've seen it for 2 years. He torched us last year, and he torched us again this year. He is a great quarterback. He's unbelievable. He's savvy. He does a great job. But Coach Merritt's got a good team. I think they're one of the more underrated teams in the conference and really across the country because they've moved from the NEC to now the Big South, now the Big South OVC, and now they're going to the CAA. So they've made tremendous strides as an administration in the last 5 years or so. But a lot of credit to them. They fought. They didn't give up. We had a chance to put the game away. We didn't. They seized momentum. We somehow, get to Jalen gets knocked out, our freshman quarterback. So we have to go to Gino. He comes in and has 2 scoring drives to tie the game and then eventually win it. So just incredibly proud of the guts and toughness and will to win of our football team. And sometimes you can't put your finger on it. You can't put that on paper. But we're finding ways to get it done. And it makes me proud. And I still don't think we've played our best ball. We're still -9 in the turnover ratio, which is 118 out of 128 in college football. So we're still making our fair share of mistakes. The kicking game was very solid Saturday for the first time really all year. We were really, really good on special teams, and that helped us win that football game. It's a hard place to play up there. There was 10,000, 5,000, 10,000 people there. It was loud. Great environment, but big win for us. And, obviously Saturday night, we're watching it on the plane ride home of paying attention to all the scores and watching it on our phones, and the kids are going nuts in the back of the plane. And it's just a really good feeling when we landed. We were in control of what we need to be in control of. So hopefully we could play our best football down the stretch. We know everybody's going to be trying to knock us off and pulling against us. So we have to absolutely control our emotions and go get one here on the road.
I know Jacob's with us. Jacob, go ahead with your questions.
Good morning, Coach. Just a quick question. Do you have any update on the status of your quarterback situation for the upcoming game?
Yeah, we're trying to get Matthew Caldwell back. He had the separated shoulder in his throwing arm. He probably will dress. I don't know if he'll try to play. He's going to try to throw today, so we'll see. And then Jalen King had a concussion. He's entered the protocol on Saturday night when we got home. So I'm hoping he will be cleared by Thursday if all goes well with his injury. We're certainly not going to put him back out there if he can't go. And then, Gino English has almost won our starting job earlier this season in training camp. So we've got 3, one really healthy one with Gino. We got a shoulder injury with Matt, and then a concussion with Jalen. So we will see. All 3 of them are going to try to rep. It's a unique situation. I spoke with the team last night in the team meeting. We got to step up in some other areas and make some plays for whoever's at quarterback. Our point totals are going up on offense, and defensively, we cannot have another third quarter like we had last week. We play really good football, except for 4 straight drives, and not giving them a short field didn't help. We had 2 fumbles there out of a running back and threw a pick 6. So recipe for disaster there during that stretch of football. Luckily, we were able to come back and win it. But that's the quarterback situation right now. That's where I'm at with it.
As far as next week, you play Tennessee, or this coming week you play Tennessee Tech. you played there. Is it going to be a
Mhm.
big emotions for you, or are you far enough removed now that it's just another game?
Look, that place is special to me. It always will be. You can't sit here and deny that. I spent a lot of time there. But I told our team last night, this ain't about me. I ain't playing any snaps Saturday. This has nothing to do with me. This literally is a team that is standing in the way of our goals. And every single goal we talked about in the preseason is attainable these last 2 weeks. We've got at Tennessee Tech and Charleston Southern at home. So this is a faceless opponent. I think Coach A has absolutely rebuilt that roster. The freshman quarterback's giving them a spark offensively. They're really good on defense. I think they've recruited well. They got a great scheme. You can tell they know what they're doing. With the nuances of the answers they have with blitzes and changing coverages and fronts. But I think they're a lot better than their record says, personally.
Yeah. Just looking at them against Tennessee State, they gave them all they wanted and then some. So what's going to be the biggest keys to victory on Saturday?
Well, both teams have turned the ball over a ton. I think we're -9, they're -8. Both defenses are getting their fair share of turnovers, but I think youth on offense on both teams, turnovers are going to show up in critical moments. Special teams are going to play a huge part again. They have very capable returners. I think their kicking game is very strong. It always has been there. We have to show up in that capacity. Got to find a way to get yards. When we get in the red zone, we got to have touchdowns and not field goals. We're going to go for it on 4th down. We've done it the last 2 weeks. We're going to continue to do that. So we've got to convert in some critical situations, and we got to stop them from converting in critical situations. But potentially 2 freshman quarterbacks going at it against good defenses. It's a pretty even matchup. I think they got a really good ball club.
All right, Coach. Thank you. That's all I need.
I cut out for a second, Coach. So I know you said this in the beginning, but a little bit. If you went out, you kind of control your own destiny to win the title and win the AQ. Like, what does that say? Like, you need to take. You said take care of your own business, but it's in your hands. So just talk about that. It's in your control.
Yeah, it's definitely in our control. Our players know that. We knew that when the plane landed Saturday night, and excitement, but also pressure. And pressure is a privilege. There's not many teams in the country that can say that they control their own destiny. Maybe 10 in the FBS and 20 in the FCS total. So playing meaningful games in November for these seniors, kind of guys that came in here in my first recruiting class, it's gonna take a lot, a big effort these next 2 weeks to get this done. I think the fact that we're winning close games and finding a way to win is giving our guys confidence. Now, the other side of that is we want to be able to put some teams away earlier, and not get it to those moments where we have to have it, down to the gotta haves. But I think our team's playing with confidence right now. They think they can win. But there's not a lot of teams that can say that. Nobody else controls their own destiny but us. And that's a privilege. And we've earned that. And some good things happened Saturday for that to happen. I understand that, and I'm thankful for that. But we're in a good spot. And if you were to told me this at the beginning of the year, you have 2 games to play, you got a shot, and you win the last 2, you're in. And I would have taken it 100%.
Well, Coach, thanks for your time. Best of luck, and we'll talk to you again next week.
All right. Thanks, Kyle.